Hello, I'm artist Joe Watson. I was nominated to dump a bucket of ice on my head. Dumping buckets of ice on your head and the awareness that has been raised by this ice bucket challenge has given the ALS Foundation $23 million. $23 million for awareness of a degenerative condition. Will anybody with ALS ever see a penny of that money? No. What you were told is that that money will go towards research looking for a cure for ALS. Well, what is ALS? ALS is also called Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS is basically arthritis of the spinal cord, or in some cases the brain. It is nerve cells, which are usually found in either the spinal cord or the brain, producing too much hard proteins. It's basically nerve cells gone crazy. Typically ALS is the hardening of part of the spinal column. So trauma-induced inflammation, toxicity-induced inflammation, malnutrition-induced inflammation, or lack of hydration could cause this inflammation. And basically you end up with a condition called ALS, which is arthritis of the spinal column, and in some cases the brain. Knowing this means you don't need a doctor, and you certainly don't need a foundation to fix it, because doctors don't fix cells. They cut them out, they poison them, they burn them. They don't heal them. What heals them is called the human body, and nourishment, a lack of toxicity, an abundance of hydration. You want to keep dumping water on your head? Well, that's cool. I say wear a white t-shirt and make it a ALS t-shirt contest, because that's a hell of a lot more interesting. And I'm not being gender specific. Do whatever you want. You'll please somebody. But if you want to give somebody $23 million to make you aware of ALS, well, I just did so, and I'd settle for 23 million hits. It's simple. The enemy of your cells, which all disease is cell disease, the enemies of your cells are lack of nutrition, toxicity, and sugar's a toxin. Things like MSG is it's a neurotoxin. It's an excitotoxin. Anything that's a toxin can cause inflammation, and inflammation is the beginning of the degenerative process. The point of the human body is that these cells also have the ability to regenerate, and they can do so if they're not blocked by this lack of nutrition, which is ongoing, mineral deficiencies, vitamin deficiencies, all that kind of thing. So the cure, quite simply, is feed people nutritious foods, make sure that the air's clean, that they breathe, avoid trauma, obviously, because that does cause inflammation. It's not rocket science, people. Stop dumping water on your heads.